Welcome to our online math classes. Bienvenidos a nuestras clases en línea de matemáticas. Today we are going to talk about the powers of 10. Our numerical system comes from the Arabic, in which the base number is 10. The digits that the Arabs discovered and invented started from 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, and 10. So we have the base of a number, which is 10, and a power. Power is an exponent in which is going to tell us how many times the base is going to be repeatedly multiplied by itself. The first power is 0. 10 to the 0 power is equal to 1. 10 to the first power is equal to 10. That means that 1 is telling us how many zeros does 1 have. If we have the base equals to the second power, that means that this number is squared. Squared means that this number is having 2 zeros, like we have here. And when the power is to the third, then we say that this number is cubed. That means that this number has 3 zeros together. In general, a base that has a power to any number, like in this case 4th, is telling us that according to the place value, we have ones, tens, hundreds, and thousands, ones, thousand, and 10,000. In this case, we will have 10,000. Vamos a ver las potencias de base 10. En los números de base 10, la primera base que tenemos elevado al exponente 0 nos va a dar que 10 elevado a 0 es igual a 1. 10 a la primera potencia es igual a 10. Nos está indicando qué cantidad de ceros se van a añadir al 1. En el caso de 0, vemos que no va a haber ningún 0, por tanto, 1 es igual a 1. En este caso tenemos 10 con un 0 igual a 10. Aquí tenemos este número que se llama al cuadrado, pero se llama square. Este 2 nos está indicando que el 1 va a tener 2 ceros. Cubed quiere decir al cubo, quiere decir que este número 3 nos está indicando la cantidad de ceros que vamos a tener en este número. En general, a number, a bigger number is called base, and the smaller number in the upper part of the number is called power, called also exponent. In general, every number is also a decimal number, but we always have the idea that the decimal part is separated from the whole part with the decimal point. The decimal point is a point that's not written in a whole number. En los números enteros, generalmente no tienen escrito el punto decimal, pero nosotros sobreentendemos que existe un punto decimal en la parte entera. Acá, por ejemplo, tenemos que 26 es un número entero, pero que su número decimal está acá y no se escribe. Esto nos es muy útil para multiplicar y para dividir con potencias de 10. This is very useful when we have the decimal point, which divides the whole part from the decimal part. In this case, we have here 0.61, 61 hundredths. Tenemos en este caso 61 centésimas, décimo centésimo. ¿Qué quiere decir? Que este punto decimal, pese a que el 0 puede no estar escrito, significa que si este punto, 61 centésimas, se multiplica por 10, voy a mover este punto decimal en un número de lugares que depende del número de ceros que escriba en este caso. In this case, we have 10, so we have 1 0. That means that we have to move the decimal point one place, and that's the answer. So the decimal point moves here, and it becomes 6 and 1 tenths. So this decimal point is going to move like that. When we have 720th, that means that even here we have another 0. Could be useful, could be not. So any zeros to the right, to the left of a number are useless. Well, they are telling us that we have to multiply by 100. That means that the decimal point is going to move from here 2 places like this. So the final number is going to be 72. And again, this number is going to be only 72 because this 0 doesn't make sense to the right side of the decimal point. This is an example in which we only have the decimal point here and this becomes 88 hundredths. Acá tenemos un ejemplo en el cual el número 0 puede no estar escrito y solo estar el punto decimal, como acá, punto 61. Por comodidad nosotros escribimos el 0. O en este caso vemos que este 0 nos está avisando que aquí, que este punto decimal nos está avisando que aquí hay un 0 que no se escribe. Y como además tengo que multiplicar este número que me indica que tiene 3 ceros, significa que yo moveré este punto decimal 3 lugares. Estaba acá de 1, 2 y 3. So, finalmente, this decimal number becomes 880 whole numbers. So multiplying means that we have to move the decimal point to the right side. 75 has the decimal point here. It's not written. And it's multiplied by 10 thousandths. That means that I will have to move this decimal point 4 places. Here we have 1, 2, 3, and 4. So the decimal point is going to be there. So the final answer is going to be 750,000. In this example, we have 6 1800s. That's being multiplied by 1,000. In this case, we have to move the decimal point 3 places. So it moves from here 1, 2, and 3. So the final answer is going to be 6,180. This is for multiplication. And for division, what we do is to move the decimal point to the left. Since the decimal point is here, and we're divided by 10, that means that this decimal point is going to move to the left 1 point, like this, 1 place. So the answer is going to be 1.9 tenths. In this example, we have 937. The decimal point is here, but we have to divide this number by 1,000. That means that I have to move this decimal point 3 places. From here, 1, 2, 3, so the final answer is going to be 1.937. Finally, in this example, we have 49 hundredths that's divided by 10 thousandths. So that means that we have to move this decimal point 1, 2, 3, 4 places, because it depends on the number of zeros that we have. So from here, we move from this decimal point 1, 2, 3, and 4 places. So this is going to be the final number that we have with powers of 10. This tool is very useful because we can multiply or divide very fast any number depending on the power of 10 that we may have. Thank you very much. This is going to be all for you. Wishing you the best. Don't get out, stay at home, and God bless you.